Hey everyone, Bandana here. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the demo for Master of Command. I thought we'd give it a little play. I've dabbled in it, but I thought I'd start over for the video. Now, this is a game which is sort of Total War-esque in its combat bits, and then it's got like a world map where you're sort of controlling your units rather than the entire civilization, as it were, or the entire country. So a little bit more focused than maybe a Total War game would be. It's quite a nice way that it's done. I'm not sure about the combat. This era of combat is obviously not the best to show off in game form sometimes. Total War did an alright job with Empire and Napoleon. This one feels... I'm enjoying it a little bit less, I think, in the combat than those games. But I think each their own, certainly, on that one. Let me know in the comments if you tried the game and what you thought of the combat in particular. And obviously, feel free to comment on some of the other things around it as well. So, we're playing as Prussia because that is all that is available. These are our starting resources. We've got the canton system, so that means we enlist 350 reservists every time we enter a settlement for the first time. So if we come to a settlement, we enter it, we get the reservists. If we go back to that settlement, we don't get the reservists again, but it's still a nice bonus, and trust me, you'll need them because people are going to die. Resources, obviously, provisions is your food, thalers is your money, then you've got your reservists, and you've got ammunition, and every time you have a fight, you use ammunition, and you have to reload everybody. And also when you do drills and train, then you use ammunition as well. And then down here we've got items. Now these items are linked to your units. So you drop them in your units and they give various bonuses. So for example, this one can be put on infantry or cavalry, and they give a reload speed or a reload increase and move speed increase. And then this one is the same again. It can be used for either. And ramrods, and again reload and accuracy this time. This one is accuracy but lower stamina for tobacco, yada yada yada. So this type of thing is fine for a unit that's not going to move around a lot. So plus 6 accuracy, minus 4 stamina. That might be good for artillery, for example. Now, we have a few bits here that I'm not going to worry about. We're just going to hit continue. We're leaving it on standard difficulty for now. So we have to choose one of these missions. I'll show you the entire map. It is obviously Russia, and Holy Roman Empire down here, Great Britain over there, Sweden over there, Norway, Denmark, Lithuania up there, Prussia. Anyhow, we have 3 missions to choose from. So we can invade Greater Poland, or be part of the group that does that. We need to secure 3 battlefields as a bonus for that mission. And then we get some free infantry Jaegers to join us. And we capture 4 forts, we get preserved rations doctrine. So ration or provision consumption drops, so that's quite handy. Protect Hanover, here we would secure 4 encampments, and we would get some Prussian Fusiliers to join us. So different type of unit again, that's a heavy infantry. And secure 5 convoys while doing that. You'd also get a tribute collection doctrine is acquired, so collect 100 thalers the first time you visit any settlement. But all items cost an additional 10%, so there's a trade-off. If we did this one, we'd secure 4 encampments, and we'd get that squad to join us. It's heavy cavalry, and secure 5 convoys. Artillery focus doctrine is acquired. So artillery veterans gain plus 30%, non-artillery veterans gain drops. So there's, you know, there's good points and bad points to everything. I'm not really too excited about any of these bonuses. I mean, that's probably the heavy infantry is the best, or the light infantry maybe. Let's go with this one. Protect Hanover. So we need secure 4 encampments as a bonus and secure 5 convoys. So I'll generate the map for us, and this is our camp. Let me give you a quick whiz around the camp. So these are our items, the inventory items that I've talked about before, which we can put in these slots on our Prussian musketeers, for example. So let's do that now. The ramrod's probably pretty handy, gives us some accuracy and also some reload. Good to have that in there. They're not going to be moving a huge amount, so we could probably give them that for the time being. The tobacco rations. We can unlock more of these by paying 50 gold or 50 thalers. What else can we do here? We could increase morale. Damage received would be dropped by that. We've got musicians, so we could have morale and movement speed increase. We do reload and movement speed. Let's just stick that in there. We can also give them new weapons and new bayonets, so that's something to be aware of. Here we have the cavalry. The heavy cavalry aren't amazing in this game, especially early on. I think I'm trying to use them as I would cavalry in like Total War, and it doesn't really work. So I'd like to get rid of those as soon as possible and change them for some artillery, because artillery is much more useful for us. And then we've got these guys who are recruits at the minute, but if we stick that there, although they lose morale, they gain veterancy faster, and they'll rank up faster as a result. And then we can do the morale damage received thing and try and offset it a bit. We'd also stick the move speed and morale on there. So that kind of offsets what we're losing, yeah? So that's quite handy for them. Okay. Well, there's not a lot we can do here. That's our leader. There's not much we can change here. You can, well, you can make them look different if you want. But that's all we can do at the minute. We've got timely, and we've got orderly, so these are like bonuses they give. This button here would be to level up your units when you have enough points. We do not. But you can see there's sort of a tech tree. As you rank up, you can go different routes. So currently the other two are recruits, so they could end up anywhere. Oops. Just remember to hit the X in the corner. We can spend 300 to unlock a new brigade. We need money, basically. So war is upon us. General, the army stands on the frontier. Though modest in size, your forces are disciplined and in good order. A nearby depot lies ahead, lightly defended, and will serve as a starting point to begin your campaign, although you'll need to press onward soon after. The land is open, the road is clear, yada 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 yada. So, there's an outpost down there. There's a supply cache there, so we'll get the supply cache. We have a choice what we're going to take. We don't get a lot of coin for doing that. We'd get more provisions. We have to fight them either way. I'm inclined to get the provisions because you get more of it than you do the gold. So we got the provisions, but we will now have to have a fight. So they've not got too much. So he's got some light cavalry, he's got some line infantry, and some recruits. So the deployment is a lot like Total War, I guess, in that you lay your units out at the start and then move on from there. It doesn't ever remember how you position your forces. It always resets them, it seems. I'm just going to put my better squad there and then the recruits here. The enemy are here. This hill would be advantageous. Hills obviously give better line of sight and stuff, so it's something to bear in mind. Also, being in a forest is good. I'm just going to deploy right away. I'm going to get these cavalry just to come over there. I'm going to get our recruits to come over here. Let's get our Prussian musketeers up to the middle here. They're going to reach that before we do. So what we could actually do is this. Because We're in a situation where they're going to come at us regardless. They don't have any artillery or anything. And if they beat us to that, it's just going to be annoying to try and get there as well. So let's just speed this up. We don't need to... Oh, they're outside of the forest. Okay, hang on then. There we go. If they're in the forest, you see, they get a defensive bonus. I'm going to take off their bayonets. Because why wouldn't we? We get these guys to move around here. I'm actually going to tell those guys to pull back. Move these guys up a bit. They're not quite in range to hit them. Get them close enough. Let's come around the back of these horses. Get stuck in. They're already leaving. Just need to get these guys in range now. Our guys are in the water, but there's no penalty, it seems, on this map for being in the water. Oops, let's get up there. Shoot these guys from the side. We lost quite a few troops there. We just need to make these guys rout. There we go. As you can see, the combat's a little bit... I mean, I didn't zoom in on the units there, but they're not amazing looking. They're quite basic looking. Anyway, we get a bit of gold for winning, and then we get all of these items, and we get to choose what we're going to do. So we either ransom them and get a bit of thalers and some ammunition, we get some reservists and restored casualties, or we get veterancy and provisions. I highly recommend conscripting early on because, well, we just lost a load of troops. So these guys got promoted, but they'll only have 1 point, so we won't be able to afford an upgrade yet. And then we will replenish everybody. So if we hit that button, it'll replenish with as many as we can, and we hit that button to do the same with the munitions. You can do each one individually if you want. So there we go, and we got some items there. So we got basic musket. Is that? So look, these guys have already got that fancy musket, but these guys could have that now, so let's switch them over. There we go. So that's a bonus to them because they're not using the worn muskets anymore. We've got some light saddles. I mean, we could put these on these guys, but I'm really wanting to get rid of these guys and get out our some kind of artillery piece in action. All we can do with that is sell it. The regimental flag. Okay. Probably sell that as well now. I'll keep that for later. Okay. So let's go to the town. And it's quite expensive, but we're going to buy some more troops. If we go back to our camp, we can just do that and regen everybody. And then we will click on any random thing, and we're just going to sell those 2 items. Obviously, there's various things you can buy. So, the foundry, you can buy various types of cannons, but you need an artillery squad for that. The powder house is various upgrades for everybody relating to muskets and things like that. Earthworks gives you some cover and things like that. Some obviously better than others. That one is cover base, but it doesn't give a charge resistance, whereas that gives cover and charge resistance with the wooden stakes. Obviously these are like beneficial just for like your standard infantry, because that's going to provide them with some cover no matter what they're doing. So there are good reasons for these things, but as you'll notice, they are quite expensive. Things to note here: local resistance. So reservists available, but less of them available and they cost more. And we've got a Glanders outbreak, so cavalry recruitable is -2, and the cost is more. Anyhow, it's a powder house. Then you got the gunsmiths, which is various types of guns and also bayonets, so you can upgrade the weapons and things you have. The barracks is where we can buy new troops. So what we look for here, there you go. So a Prussian battalion for artillery. That's what we want. Now the issue is, it costs 525. And we do not have that kind of cash, but that's what I want. All right, I want that. And then we use 6-pounder guns or better. Town square, just a mishmash of religious things and food and cheese and tea and everything else. Again, bonuses. Staff college, which are staff that you can hire. A chaplain. Casualties restored plus 20%. Morale plus 4%. That's pretty good, right? It's not too expensive. And then noble estates. You can get another leader or officer if you so wish. But there you go. We don't want anything else here at the minute. We maybe go down that outpost. It's our outpost, but it could be surrounded by enemies. We don't know. As we move around, our troops will gradually rearm, and those ones that you've said you want to add to the actual units will get trained as you move around. The garrison here is plagued by disorder. The men are idle, the drills are slack, and the officers show little initiative. The commandant has requested outside assistance to restore order. Should we spare an officer from our reserve? I don't have a spare officer. They shall return to us as a veteran in due course. If we instead send them one of our quartermasters, a regiment of line infantry will be raised and trained in short order. Well, I can't send them an officer, so we'd get heavy line infantry. I'd have to send them a quartermaster, right? That's all I could do. Yeah, do that, and then we got some Prussian musketeers. So that's like a good unit to get. So if we go in here, okay. To transfer a regiment to a new brigade, you may need to purchase a new brigade slot if you can afford it. So what I'm actually going to do, right, is... It's 300 to do that, but I could take you out and put them in. So now we don't have the horses, but the horses are good at dying, I found, so I'm not too bothered. Never mind. Fine. Where should we go to? Let's head over down there. Where are their headquarters is the question. I assume all the way over here. There's enemies there. Well, we can have a walk down here. Head to Hanover. You kind of live in hope that there's something interesting here for us. Okay, so we got some more troops there, so we always get some free. Here we can have supply surplus. So supplies available plus 25%. We still got quite a bit of supply at the minute, so we probably don't need to do that. Get the barracks. 900 here for some field artillery. Why is that so expensive here? Oh, there's one there for 5. I guess it's its level. Free Corps Battalion Artillery is 575 here. That one's 900. Why is it so much? Oh, they've got a £6 gun. That's probably adding to the price. Okay. Let's not worry about that then. Let's go to that outpost. Oh. We can go and kill that person. That's an enemy. Oh, they've got quite a few troops though. And they've got artillery. Not ideal. Battle of Hanover. French Fusiliers. Royal Recruits. Most of them are recruits. The scariest thing is the French Field Artillery. I'm not feeling convinced about this fight, but we'll see. Artillery is really strong. So, what I'd like to do is move you over here. You over here. And you here. What I'm going to do is just move everyone forward slightly. Notice how they're going into very strange positions? This is not the intent. The controls in this game are a bit weird. And it doesn't show up, like, where they're going to unless you hover over them, so... I'd like to get into a nice position, but I'm not sure if any of the land here will give us any cover. The hill's quite nice, actually, but they've got cannons there, you can see. It's a problem. I mean, I could potentially send my command round the back. What I am going to do is just turn off all of the bayonets because we're shooting at these. See how much damage they do. They're in a bit of cover at the minute. That's quite nice. Artillery sucks when they have it and you don't, is what I've learned in this. Let me zoom in because I was gonna show you the units. As you can see, they're kind of blocky and basic. They seem to have a longer range than us. These guys are just firing as they get in range. The cannons are a big issue. As you can see, they're just ripping apart our Russian musketeers. Could send the commander around, I guess. Wow. Yeah, they're getting slaughtered because of the cannons. They're starting to waver. That's kind of helpful. They're charging. Shit. Put your bayonets back on, guys. I'm going to send my command up there to try and kill them. You need to shoot at them instead now. Let's get these guys running. They're going to shoot at us as we go in, because that's what the AI does with its artillery pieces. Oh, very lucky it decided to fire at those guys instead. And try and thread through here. And go after them. Our guys are retreating. That's our commander, who just got shot at once and now has retreated. So that's really bad. That's like you've lost the fight if your leader leaves. That's so fucking dumb. So fucking dumb. I mean, I shouldn't have probably sent the command in, but I need to try and do something about the artillery. Will you guys please shoot at these? They're putting down barricades. I think they put down barricades there. Will you please go and attack them? They should break now. This guy's now in command. It seems. I've defeated. So because my commander left, we just lost that fight. I mean, this is the thing. I feel like this game is... When it comes to the fighting side, I really don't like it. I've got a handful of units versus the enemy, who always come with more units, which is fine if mine are stronger, but they're generally not. And they seem to always come with artillery really early on. I don't have any artillery, and artillery just annihilates everything in its path when used correctly. And the AI uses it okay. But I can't get, like, I had those cavalry. My heavy cavalry that I have cannot get near the enemy guns because they either get shot to shit on the way or the enemy guns turn on them and blow them apart as they get near. Which makes the heavy cavalry pointless. And then you could say use light cavalry then, but you don't get any to start with. I feel like they really screwed you on the starting units they give you. But I just lost a load of units there, basically. So now all my reinforcements are gone. And I've lost a load of that. And now I'm in like a bad position and I might as well restart the campaign, it feels like. Because I've lost all of my reservists again. I've lost a load of ammunition. I didn't win that fight. I haven't made any more gold. I really hate... escape doesn't take you off screens. So yeah, so they came out much better than me, and I'm just up shit creek, so now I'm just going to leave, hopefully. So that's an outpost. I don't know if they're chasing me down there. All I can do here is dismantle it for scrap. They're going to chase me now. Yeah, they're chasing me. I can't escape them. And I can't win them in the fight because they've got artillery, so I can leave and I take an attrition penalty. And I'm already in a bad way. So I feel a bit fucked already, to be honest. So, if it's not already clear, I don't really like the combat in this game. And I don't like the fact I've got so few units in this situation. And I like the fact that I don't have artillery and they do, cannons of some description. It's pretty shit with that being so important in this game. I guess, and I can't sell units. I can only buy more by the looks of it. Doesn't seem to give me the option to sell the units. So I'm not entirely sure what the game expects you to do. I know some people are loving this game and that they feel it's realistic or whatever, but I don't like it. I really don't. I don't like the combat. I find just standing there shooting at each other for half an hour with the rifles or muskets really boring. Hence why I just keep putting it on fast forward and letting them do their thing. And then positioning doesn't feel great in this game. I mean, yes, sitting in a forest gives you some defense, fine. Getting on top of a hill gives you a better line of sight or whatever, fine. But it feels very haphazard apart from that as to what is going to affect your units. Like, walking across a river doesn't seem to affect you in terms of, like, defense. Where you would think walking across a river should absolutely annihilate any defense capability you have, because you're just going to get picked off, right? So I don't know. Some of it doesn't make sense to me. That, like, for a game that I feel is trying to be realistic, stuff like that doesn't feel very realistic. So I don't know. But yes, let's do the fight anyway, just because I'm here. But I can't win this fight because they've got cannons and I don't. And I can't get away from them because they just keep up with me. So we just get... I don't know. I'm not sure what... I'm not sure what you're supposed to be doing in this game to some extent. Other than, you know, following the objectives. But if you get in a bad way, then all you can do is restart it. It's not like Total War where you've got your cities to fall back on. But like here, like I can't. There's no fancy positioning I can do. I can put my units in the forest and on this hill, but I can't do any special like positioning that will protect my units from the cannons. Once those cannons come in, that's it, right? And they're going to be in the forest as well, so it doesn't really matter. Let me just fast forward this. But I find this boring. Like, there's nothing else that's going to happen here. They're going to hit me with artillery. I'm going to stand here and get shot at. I can't do anything about the artillery. I can't send the command up again because he's just going to die. Because he took one set of shots from one of these and that was that. Let's move those guys up to there to try and hit them. Made them run away. These guys will shoot at them through the forest. These guys sort of now in range to hit them. These guys are getting killed by the artillery. Is this not just, like, the most boring combat? I'm sorry, it's not the game's fault. Well, it is the game's fault. I mean, if you're doing this era, you've got to do something to make the combat more interesting. And Total War did it pretty well. See, they just got smashed again. Oh, my guys ran away, did they? Oh, yeah, they did. I'm trying to get in range of these guys. I made the cannons go away. They're running away because they're recruits. There we go, we broke them. About face these guys, you guys push up. I mean, yeah. It needs an auto-resolve button. That would help this game massively, just an auto-resolve. So we got some nice muskets, very nice muskets, look at them. We got some tea and all of that, and then we're going to need them because we need to replenish people. Officer leveled up. That's lovely. So you can now have an upgrade. I can choose one. So steadfast, stamina, reduced melee damage. I'm thinking steadfast. Probably give these guys the fancy upgraded weapon. And these guys can have that one. How many points you got? 2? Yeah, that's fine. So we could actually now get... Oh no, I need 3 for the artillery. Okay. Well, that's not good then. Unless you've got 3. Oh, you do. So I can make you Prussian artillery. Okay, cool. So now... I've got some artillery. And I can try and Regen everyone else. Do that. Oh, wow. I'm out of ammo. Okay. What kind of gun do you have? You've got a 1 pound gun, so we need to get some better guns. Okay. Well, that's fine. 1 muskets can go the journey. 1 bayonets can go the journey. What do you guys got? You've got those muskets. I've got spare ones of those. Accuracy and reload. Well, that would be beneficial for you. All damage received. Probably give you that. Morale and move speed increase. That can do for you. Not too bothered about that, to be honest. That's for horses. I mean, they've already got one, so I can probably sell that. Probably, I'll maybe keep that for future use. Let's reduce stamina. I'm going to change that and give that to these guys. Can they not have it? Oh, they can't. Okay. Never mind then. Apparently they can't take that, even though that would surely be beneficial. Fine. Let's have a look at this old battlefield. Maybe we can steal something. Discover a wounded officer, evidently left behind. An allies retreat. His uniform and bearing suggested man of rank. He is conscious, though greatly weakened. If we possess medical stores, he may yet be restored to strength without delay. Pray for him. Moderate chance to get an officer. Get the bone saw. I mean, so let's just get the bone saw. There you go, we got an officer. Okay, cool. So we now have an officer. So we could pay for that, but I need to get a new cannon first, so let's do that. There's a convoy there. Let's go and get that convoy, which is for some reason in the middle of the... Oh. My attack. Your Grace, we've intercepted the convoy transporting coinage. Likely the treasury of a local garrison being moved under escort. The gold has been hastily packed and there is no time to search it all. We may seize what we can and continue marching, or halt the column, dismantle the wagons fully and recover every last thaler. The latter will delay us and may summon a patrol. Seize what we can and leave. Be aggressive. Seize and leave is not enough to make a difference. Let's go to this place. Because there's some more people. We need to buy some ammo. It's obvious. Gunsmith. Oh, hang on. Oh, there we go. No, there's a powder house. I'm just going to sell these. There's no cannons here. You see that? I can't buy a cannon. That's a shame. Ammo consumption reduction. That's quite handy. That would be very handy. Large cartridge boxes. Minus 44% ammo consumption. Minus 2 move speed. That would be great. Well, it's not what I need. Officers enlistable +2. Oh, I see, yeah. Well, that's no great help. We might as well get a new brigade. That can be the officer. Range +10%. Put the cavalry in here then. I guess I'm supposed to keep moving forward. I'm going to go up here. And if we go there, I can get a cannon. There's a convoy there as well, so let's get that. We have to skewer convoys anyway, so let's just seize what we can and leave. See what we can get here. So, friendly markets items are cheaper. Supply shortage. But things are cheaper, which is nice. Let's get that. I really want a cannon. For the first time I can't find it. Let's do this and we'll get some gold off them. A group of merchants is passing through the area under light guard. Oh, I see. They request assistance defending their wagon from bands of highwaymen. Okay, so we can choose what to give them. A small escort or a large escort. Do I get the reservists back? Let's find out. Oh no, we just lose them. Our detachment returned with the merchants in good order. We only get 312 reservists back. Well, that's disappointing. Okay. What's the skull for? Enemy patrol. Quite a big force. Let's go to this camp. I've been invited to an allied encampment where senior officers are conducting field exercise with their men. Advanced training. No, not bothered about that. Oh shit. Sandwiched, sandwiched, sandwiched. That's not fair. That's not fair. Oh, that's actually not that many troops. It looks like they have a huge amount of troops, because it said 6,000, but... Unless... Oh, they're maybe just going to attack us one set at a time. The range on that isn't very good, is it? Right, okay. Okay. Get these guys up here. Forward. Are you guys ready to fire? Oh, there we go. Deployed. I guess they're not going to be amazing. Well, they're panicked. That's good. You kindly hit these guys instead. Fire these guys next. Alright, those guys instead next. They're panicked, good. Good, they've fled. Yeah. So basically artillery is just the I win button. Yeah. Yeah, the fact that you don't start with artillery when it's that strong is crazy. I mean, all I did was just keep switching the artillery there, and that won that for me. Very nice, some new bayonets. Are we doing an upgrades is the next question. Ho 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 ho. Ammo gone again. Socket bayonets. 8 and 4. 6 and 6. Well, it's definitely an improvement for you, so you can get upgraded. Accuracy and reload. I already got T on you. Oh, you can have some T. Stamina and move speed. What you got? Melee damage received. Minus. There you go, you can have some coats, that sounds good. Now before I get into another fight, what I'd love to do is get in here. No, they're not going to let me. Okay. Fine. I still find the combat kind of boring. I wish I was doing more. You come over there. We got some nice guns at the back there. We have some guns, but not great guns. I think we just... speed up. If my mind, pull back to the... If I take these off, they should fire better. And they're not going to get charged, so... break them and then we'll break these ones. Well, they broke already without our intervention, so that's good. They can help them. Oh god, you guys put your bayonets back on. Put your bayonets back on. Shit. Well, they got massacred. Right, you guys come here. Turn around and shoot at them. Quick switch. Try and get these guys to charge in on them. Yeah, artillery. So I need to get some better guns. The gun seems to be going to be making all the difference here. I need the troops, because I lost so many again. Well, there you go. That's the best we can do. Let's get in here. That's that done, but we're out of ammo again. I've got a foundry though, so I can buy a bloody big gun. So that's a £12 gun. £3 is what we currently have, I think. £6, 35, 25, 35, 45, 30, £3 bronze. It's a unicorn, £8, 38. £6, 40 for 300. So should I just buy a... I mean, I don't know what's... I don't really know... I mean, higher damage is better, I guess, so that would be the best one to get. And it's worth... It costs 500 though, which seems like a lot at the minute. But is it just going to be the be-all and end-all of the game? And therefore, godly? Because it's how it is as well. Is that the range? 430. But you got to watch the reload time too. So that's 45, but it has a 45-second reload time. But its accuracy is 40%, 30%, 30%, 30%, 35%, 30%, 30%. 25% accuracy for the howitzers. 35 and 35 seconds for the £6 gun. I think the £6 gun's probably the best then. £6 for 300, it does 40 shell damage, 35% accuracy. That's 40 in 45 seconds. That reloads a lot faster. That costs a lot more. It's that then, isn't it? Yeah? Yeah. Do we need all of these? Probably not. So we give them that. Which is substantially better than that, yeah? 15% accuracy, shell damage 23, yeah, loads better. Much better, so yeah, devastatingly good gun. Okay, compared to what they had. Move speed and stamina, I guess we'll give them that just for the sake of giving them it. I've still got plenty of cash at the minute. I could buy some more troops. We need to get some standard recruits for cheap, or get the Prussian land mill. What's the upgrade on those? I can get them to be musketeers now. What's the difference between the land mills and these guys? These guys are heavy infantry and these are standard, or what? Accuracy goes 20 and that's 30. Accuracy 50. Oh, so they're better. So we could upgrade them to them straight away. And then we could buy another set of infantry. I guess we get these and then we can just upgrade them. So they're there. And then we can give them that gun because it's better. I'll give them that. We're instantly giving them better gear. And they can have a reload and move speed increase. That works. Oh, I need to buy ammo. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna run out of ammo very quickly. There we go. Okay. This video is an hour long. I don't know whether to make it longer or not. I really like this part of the game. The whole choosing your units, going to the camp, looking through all the bits and pieces, upgrading, putting the items in, putting the weapons in. I think this is all pretty cool. And I even kind of like going around the map. But I just find the combat a little bit boring. I don't feel like I'm really interacting with it. And now that I've discovered the artillery is just the best thing in the game. Artillery till someone panics, artillery till someone panics. I mean, that's the entire game now. Which is a bit of a shame. It's an enemy fort. Did I go near this? Is this a bad idea? We identified an enemy fort. Entrench around the fort. We do a siege. Okay. Let's do it and see what happens. Okay. The fortress is now ringed on every side. Whether found bare of outworks or reached after forcing them, our lines are every road. No guns command the walls. No messenger nor cart passes without our leave. And the garrison shows a stubborn countenance. Countenance? We maintain the investment and let hunger do its work, or batter selected points. Oh, I'm not even... Oh, I have no ammunition, so I can't do it. So I just have to abandon the siege. I could have done that one. I need a sapper. Got this little town instead, then. Nothing too exciting here, is there? No, and I'm low on cash, so let's move on. Should probably go and do an encampment, because that was on. There's a convoy there, like. Oh, that was that encampment. That's not what we... Not the kind of encampment we wanted. Try this one instead. Oh! I have no provisions left. Shit. Oh. And now rapidly losing troops. That's annoying. There's all my money gone. I'll head down here then. Don't know where my food suddenly went. Oh wow, I lost loads of troops. Oh fuck me. Really? That quickly just because the provisions went down? That's a bit harsh. It's a bit shit. Enemy units. 12,000 of them. And I'm half dead. Can't afford any more. Actually, I might be able to just sell these. And that'll give me enough cash to buy one set of troops. Which will let me replenish some of them. Oh. I'm losing food rapidly. See what's in the slums? No. I'm going to attack these guys, they're smaller. I'm not, yeah. Don't really want to fight the guys with 12,000 troops. Random cavalry over here. Cannons. I'm going to sit on this hill. Fly. You're pretty accurate. Can you hit them? Curious if this works. Not really, no. I don't think we even hit them. Hit these instead. So much for my accuracy. They're shattered, that's handy. They've lost theirs. Switch your attention to that. Artillery, 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 artillery. I need provisions. Thank you. Oh, I can upgrade these guys again. Volley fire replaced with fire by rank. Technically, yes. That should make them very strong, but who knows? In that case, we should actually switch you around. So you can go over there, and you can come here. Well, there's a lot of enemies about now. Oh man, straight into another battle. I guess this is supposed to be how it works, but kind of short on troops. What a lovely place for a big hill. Splendid. And they're no longer in cover because I moved them. These guys are in cover because they're in the town, I guess. Deploy. Cavalry over there. The enemy don't have any artillery. Okay, well that's good for us. These guys might as well stand on this hill. These guys I might just pull back then, because they're like our weaker units. At least everyone's got some kind of bonus now. See if we can do some damage to them before they arrive. Speed the process up a bit. If I hit in the middle of these, will it damage both squads at once? Because they're kind of crisscrossing each other. Massively. Can I hit these? No, 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 don't, no, 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 no. We need to attack, not... Curious how much damage they do to the horses. Reasonable amount. Turn around and fire at them guys, because they're going to be... They're going to have to come out of cover a bit. They're going to fire by rank? Oh, they are kneeling down to do it. Yeah, that works. Nice. They're charging with the horses. Brace. I'm going to hit them instead now. Assist our guys. Can you guys please hit them now? You guys move. You guys fire at them, please. Thank you. Come on. That's nicely. There we go. I'm impressed they actually do change to line fire rather than just volley fire. It's a good upgrade. Struggling for units, that's for sure. Low on ammo is the other thing. They're entrenched. There's a lot of enemies around here now, isn't there? See what we can get from the battlefield. Maybe there's some spare ammo. Cover the wounded. Trying to run away from that guy. Oh, there we go. We got this town. So we can replenish some stuff. We'll have to buy some ammo. Need more ammo. Where's all your money gone? Ammo, ammo, ammo. Oh, I can also sell some stuff. Hang on. Plus... Can't do anything else with that. We can't do anything else with that. Interesting looking muskets. Rearm. And then let's have a look at the musket situation. 23% 180, that's those guys. 20% 119. Oh, that's the same. Okay, well, it doesn't matter then, does it? What do you got? Though 18 and 10. What's this one? 30 seconds. That's a 40-second reload time. That's 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 35 seconds. 30 seconds. The reload time's important. Fine. Enemy HQ will arrive at day 1 or 2. It's an outpost. Let's go to that. Take them as reservists. Raise a new regiment. Oh, that would be worn uniforms. So if I'd still had those worn uniforms, then I could have had an entirely new regiment. And that one could have had line infantry. I guess I'm having a fight, whether I intended to or not. I'd love to get that convoy first. Seize their weapons, secure ordnance. Ooh, an extra cannon. Ugh, crap cannon. Okay. Well, it looks like we're going for a fight, whether I want to or not. Well, that's a lot of enemies. I just need to get in defensive position, I guess, and artillery the shit out of them. Tight map as well. How much artillery have they got? Just one set. Good. That's exactly what we needed. Excellent. We've got horses, which are the most annoying thing for us, I guess, to deal with. Fire those guys there. Speed things up. Let the artillery do its job. Oh, they're just like sending the French hussars straight down the middle. Okay. Well, that's good for us. It's a weird thing to do with the French hussars. Nice hit. Start hitting them instead. These guys have a bit of defense. Not a lot. Nice. Let's get ourselves into a little formation there, so we can block them coming in the side. Random units just stood still. Hear them as they come in. Since you're actually getting hit by those, I'm going to move you into position. Oh, my horses are getting wrecked, okay. This was not the intention there. Hands need to switch. A lot of enemy units. These are not looking good. They ran. Okay, that's bad. We lose. Just too big an enemy force in many respects. That's my commander. He needs to run. Now they immediately got rid of that. I mean, they did have like over twice the amount of troops I had. My commander can't really do anything here. But yes, I mean, that's an hour-and-a-half video. That's a good place to end it. I think we just lost the game there. Because I will never get enough units again to take the map before the HQ arrive. Yada, 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 yada. I could see the appeal of this game, but I don't think it's for me. I prefer a Total War scenario where, you know, I'm building up over time and, you know... Whereas this feels like... I don't... You know what it feels like? It feels like an attempted a roguelike version of this, or a roguelite, whatever you want to call it. It feels like that. Where you have a battle, but you get some kind of reward, and then you get some unit upgrades, and then you... It feels a bit like that. But it's not, obviously, because at the end you go back to the start and have to replay it from scratch. It's not quite that, but it feels like it has elements of that. And I wish they'd stop making games that are roguelike. I really do. I don't think games need elements of that. But this is the less of that, I think. It just feels that way because of these extra items you pick up when you have fights. So yeah, I mean, we got absolutely smashed there. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing I can do now. I've got no troops, limited resources, limited ammo. That obviously needs as much ammo as possible. You guys need a bit. You'll need a bit. That's it. All right. Yeah. I'm out of ammo. And they're going to come for another fight, I would imagine, pretty quick. The enemy headquarters and mustard, yeah. So, I mean, I can't defeat the enemy headquarters. I can't defeat their big squads here. So, and they're sending that after me. Re-enlist some of the deserters. A deserter's gone. Hello, town. Yeah, I have nowhere near enough troops to do anything here. And he's got, like, yeah, that's the HQ. It's here. I thought it said day 102, but it's not. That's the HQ. And it's just going to hunt me down. You know, facing enemy headquarters, you cannot retreat. Losing destroys your arm. Yeah, I mean, that's it, right? I'm going to hit this. I'm going to fast forward it and just see what happens so we can see the end. But our playthrough's over. But yeah, I don't think this game's for me. I don't like this type of game these days. I don't want to have to keep replaying it over and over till it goes well or whatever. I don't have the time to play that kind of game. It's not feasible. I don't even have a full set of Arty. These guys might as well pull back. Their artillery has arrived. Let's leave it on fast forward. There's no way we win. They've got so many more units than we do. Yeah, so I guess it's all about managing your resources and not getting all the fights perfect and everything else, so you have enough units at the end to win. Yeah. Takeaway though, artillery is really powerful. Don't know what you're firing at, artillery. Hit stuff that's close to us. Hit stuff that's close to us. Fire, fire, fire. Already broken. They're broken. Charge! Screw it! Just go in and die, horses. Die! Horses are shit. I still think horses are shit in this game. Total War does horses better. Even if it's less realistic, they do still do it better. Go, Commander! There we go. End battle. And we lose, and then we go back to the start, I guess. Yeah. Vanquished. Yeah. Not my kind of game. Good luck to the devs. I like some of the ideas behind the game, but yeah, it's not for me. Not for me. There's too many. I don't know. Can't even hit continue. I can't exit this screen. Oh, there we go. If I hit X, there we go. That's just telling me about the final version. Yeah, not for me, but good luck to the developers. There you go. Do let me know. I'm sure some people who watch the channel will like this game. I have no doubt about that. But yeah, one for me to give a miss, I think. But thanks for watching. I'll see you all soon.